Hello everyone, this is FeelGood of FeelGood Gunpla. This is the review of the RG Crossbone Gundam X1. Now, this is one of the first kits that I wanted to get that wasn't really based, I guess, how can I say it? It's one that I really didn't see in a manga or an anime at the time. I've been wanting this Crossbone Gundam for years now. I just saw it with his pirate theme, and I was just like, I gotta have that kit. At first, I wanted to get the Master Grade Crossbone X1 full cloak. That kit's been out a while, but I kind of talked myself out, plus listened to other folks, and there was posing problem with it because of the cloak, the armor cloak that went over it. Well, I experienced something similar to this kit, but you know, I'll go into a little more detail on that further in the review. So, you know, after a while just thinking about it, you know, I'm like, I really want to get the Crossbone Gundam, you know. And about time again, years down the road, when I wanted to get a Crossbone Gundam, the Master Grade was harder to find. The Master Grade full cloak version was hard to find. So, it was kind of a bummer. And then finally, this kit came up, and it was a real grade. And I said, well, you know, the new Gundam's here. It was a good kit. This should be a good kit. Sorry, can't talk. This should be a good kit too. So I might as well just grab the Crossbone, because after all, I really want this kit. So I got lucky one day. Went to my local hobby store, or basically about local for me as you can get. And that was in, for all the people that live in Arkansas, it was in Little Rock at a Hobby Lobby. And it cost about $27, I think. I think, you know, online give like 25, I think. I think between 25 and 27. And I was excited because it was actually a kit that I wanted. That was where I could get it that day. Now, all the things I like about this kit. Where should I begin? Alright, let's begin with the usual. This kit here, I'm going to tell you off top, has some of the best color separation and part separation that I've seen. The only one I would say that beats it out is, of course, the new Gundam, but it's a RG new Gundam. So yeah, but still, it's got real good part and color separation. Panel line opportunity is on point. The panel line opportunity is everywhere it needs to be, and nowhere that doesn't need to be. I guess that's one way to say it. At least that's how I'm gonna say it. And the chrome stickers, you can use most of the stickers. But the chrome stickers that come with this kit, I really do like. Sorry about that. I really do like, because it adds a nice little pop to it, and it adds shine where it needs to be. Kind of like basically what they did with the new Gundam. And also, the posing on this thing is good. It's stiff. It's a little stiff, which, for the positives, actually helps it keep a pose. You don't really have to worry with this kit of gravity taking over, and it's slowly but surely going to lose that pose. When you put it in a pose, it's going to stay, which is good. Very good. Also comes with multiple hands. I think they're also called manipulators. Comes with multiple hands that assist with that pose. I mean, to me, I think the hands and probably the effects are like one of the stars of the kit. Like, without these hands, without these effects, this kit would lose some points. At least this kit would. And my favorite, last but not least, that I like about the kit are the gimmicks. The gimmicks and the effects. Now, I'm going to go into them in a little more detail than I usually do when it comes to certain kits. But I feel like I have to here, so I am. And just before I go any further, if I sound a little weird, I'm just getting over my allergies. So that's why I sound a little bit weird. So the gimmicks. Of course, this is a power theme kit, so the gimmicks are going to be related to that. So let's start with some of the weapons and stuff, and then I get into some of the effects and other stuff. Basically, like, I think they're called the brand makers. Basically, they're, if I can point, they're basically these things on the side. Picture of what they look like deployed. The brand makers can also deploy a shield. Now, I'm going to be honest. We can go back to the brand makers a little bit. I don't know. The brand maker effect parts, I thought I would like them. But they're alright. But they're one of my least favorite. I guess you can say least favorite effect parts. Because I thought there'd be more and they're not. It's still good. But I guess I just overhyped it or something in my head. The shield, the beam shield, does look nice, and when you compare it to, when you combine it with the sword effect parts, I need to stop doing that. Well, I combine it with, when you combine it with the sword effect part, the sword name is Beam Zommer, if I'm saying it right. God, I hope I'm saying it right. But yeah, if you combine the beam shield effect part with the beam Zommer effect part, and you'll get this shot here, which looks pretty good. I mean, it looks amazing. Can't go wrong. Now you also have the, let's see, what's the name of this? The Buster Gun. Which the Buster Gun do come with a weird effect part. I guess you can call it effect part. Maybe it's a compensator to it. But to me, I didn't really care for it, so I just left it out. It is on that. It's one of them things like you put it on and you just go, I don't like it. So, yeah, but the Buster Gun, or as I like to call it, the Pirate Gun, doesn't look too bad. It definitely holds true to that pirate thing, because basically it's just a pirate beam pistol. Of course, you know, like I was saying before, the beam armor, basically it's sword. It's also nice pirate thing. And definitely you see, definitely with the effect part put on it, it definitely shows that pirate theme, because its beam effect part is like way different than a normal beam effect part. And next we have the scissor anchors. Basically, the scissor anchors are the front skirts of the Crossbone Gundam that can deploy, and well, they look like the name sounds. They look like scissors, or at least some type of pincer coming out. And it comes with the effect part for that is, of course, the scissor anchor itself, the chain, and the part that attaches to the scissor anchors, and the part that attaches to the front of the mobile suit. Should be seeing a picture of it now. It is a nice effect part, but what makes this effect part better is panel lining. I'm gonna be honest. Without panel lining this part, it would not be as good as it should be. Believe it or not, it's one of my favorite effects is the scissor anchor shooting out. The scissor anchor shooting out. I mean, what can I say? Looks awesome. Now, also there's another effect part that also I did not think that I would like at all. I did not, usually I don't, but somehow here I do. And this is the heat daggers. The heat daggers. And the heat daggers actually are, if I can show it on this kit now before I pop the picture up, they are right here. They're right in this area of the kit. You know, based off the anime, I mean not anime, the manga, they get their heat from the thrusters. So, okay. But the heat daggers I do like. I'm gonna throw a picture of the heat daggers if it's not already up, so you can see what they look like in a pose, and they look pretty good. I like them. They look pretty good. What can I say? Also, one of my favorite poses. And last, but definitely not least, is the combination of the, and let me make sure I'm getting this name right, or about close as I can get it, is the beam, the combination of the beam gun, not beam gun, buster gun, and the beam Zommer, and it becomes the Zom Buster, which is basically its beam rifle, and it's the one you are seeing right now posed. Well, basically what you see right now in the pose I have it in. But just in case it is a little hard to see, I am going to show a picture of that up close or closer. And it should be showing right about now. And as you can see, definitely looks nice. Definitely looks nice. I actually have two times I put this gun in this pose. Is one when it's in the cloak and one when it's without. And again, pod theme, it definitely looks good. Definitely a good gimmick with that, those two combining. Looks awesome. Looks amazing. Core fighter gimmick is also pretty good. I definitely like it. It is a cross. The core fighter to me is like a cross between a F-14 Tomcat and a space fighter. Definitely looks good. Definitely a good gimmick and feature about the Crossbone Gundam. The skull symbol on the head of the crossbone. One of the best gimmicks on there. And I would definitely recommend penlining that, if not anything else, because that's one of the money makers of the kit. Obviously, since it's a pirate theme mobile suit, but definitely the skull symbol on his head. Penline that. One of the best gimmicks on there. All right, now let's get to the negatives. Now the negatives, and I'm just gonna start off with this first, is the core fighter. It's really one, and this can or really cannot be a negative, depending, I guess, personally what you think about it. Me, if you was like posing the core fighter for a long period of time and you didn't watch what you're doing, the nose will go down. Because the tip of the nose is actually made to tip down, so it can fold in and dock with the crossbone. Now, this can be a negative because if you're not careful, it will do that. But since I was going to leave the core fighter docked in the crossbone anyway, I didn't really see it too much of a problem. But to me, at the same time I say that, to me it is a negative, because if you displaying the core fighter by itself, that can be a potential problem. Now, the next thing that I see as a negative is also one of its positives, and it is actually the stiffness of the kit. Although the stiffness of this kit is what helps it keep a pose. It is also its downside. Basically, it's a double-edged sword. If you are not careful how you pose this kit, you will end up either popping something out of place or, worst case scenario, damaging the kit. Damaging one of the joints, legs, arms, like that. Because I had an experience where I ended up popping out an arm. I lucked out. Because it could have been something like the real great new Gundam, and I ended up breaking his armor plate. It's an armor plate in the foot or ankle, but you know. So, because of the stiffness of the joints, be careful. And you can get some good poses. If you're not, well, you run the chance to damage the kit. Another is the chest sticker that's on this kit. The one that's in the center of his chest. It could have been done better. I feel like it should have done better. If you didn't have a 1 water decal in the whole kit, that should have been a water decal. Because for some of y'all that know, the water decal stickers just conform over the kit better. And if you have and even then, if there's a problem, you can use the softener solution, and it just melts it, almost like melts it onto the kit. Well, because this sticker is not that type, it's just either one, you're going to have to do the best that you can. 2, leave it off of it, or 3, actually go, if they have them, go and buy the real grade water decal stickers for it. So that's a negative, is the fact that one of the main stickers of the kit is just, yeah. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, here's the last one on this kit that some of y'all, I feel like some of y'all see this already on the kit, or know this already on the kit. And that is when you posing with the Zambuster, because of how the stock / hilt is made, it does not allow the gun to be parallel with the arm. You may see it now, you may not, but trust me, if you're trying to achieve this pose, it's there and you will see it. Now, there's 2 manipulators that come with it. That the manipulators are at an angle, so for this not to be as pronounced, this angle just not just, you know, very not as noticeable, but it is noticeable. If you were to take this picture, above picture of it, you can obviously see it. So the best way to avoid it is just use the manipulator that's for that pose, for that gun, for that rifle. And just, if you're taking picture of it, try to show it, just having that angle where it just looks the best. And that's how you handle that negative. But to me, that is a negative, because I'm gonna put it this way, at least for me, that's a negative. Let me put it, at least for me, that's a negative, because I just like my guns to be parallel to the arm of the kit. When it's not, it kind of bugs me. It does here, but because of the manipulator, the hand, and the angles that I have it in my poses, you know, that can be minimized, but it is there. So to sum it all up with the negatives, 1, it's a little too stiff when it comes to posing, and if you're not careful, you can either pop something out or damage the kit. The chest sticker is not the best. It should have been water decal. The tip of the core fighter goes down when it shouldn't. The posing with the Zambuster can be a little tricky because of the fact that it's not parallel to the arm. But it's easy to fix with the manipulator and angle. To conclude, one of the best crossbone kits I've ever seen. It's got very good, like I said before, part separation, color separation, panel tuning is on point. It's amazing posability. The gimmicks, you know, the hands, the gimmicks, the effects are amazing. However, because of the stiffness of the joints, you could accidentally damage the kit. This chest sticker should have been better. Should have been a water decal. And the gun, because of the gun, the stock, the hilt of it, should have been parallel to the arm, which there's a slight angle that, if you're not careful, can become a little noticeable. But despite all that, this is definitely one of the best kits, RG kits out there. Definitely one of the best crossbone kits that is out there. And for like a price between like $25 and $27, the price is just right. And for all that, this is definitely a must-buy kit. This is definitely a must-buy kit. For me, from years and years of procrastinating and not getting this kit, I'm so happy that I have gotten the opportunity to build this kit. This is definitely one of the best kits, one of the best RG kits that I've ever built. And I'm gonna say this again. This is definitely a must-buy. Let me put it this way. This is definitely a must-buy if you're a crossbone fan or not. This is definitely a must-buy. Get your RG Crossbone X1 today. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I appreciate everyone taking the time out today to watch my videos. I really appreciate it and it means a lot. And I wish everyone a good day. Later.